This is the newest predicted numbers. I don't think Trump has moved. In fact, he's gone down a penny, but Joe Biden has dropped. So they have this at 50 to 45 cents. This is almost what's interesting to me is Gavin Newsom keeps gaining points, probably because
what's even more interesting is he's ahead of somebody who's actually running.
Right, which am I wrong
or
to assume?
RFK.
Yeah, is it that I'm the reason Kamala and Gavin are on here is because they think that the Democrats will try to replace Joe Biden with them. That must be the only reason why, right?
If they were off there, most of that would go to Biden, I would think. It'd be about 50-50.
If RFK, well, I would say this, RFK is not taking any votes from Trump anymore.
No.
He maybe was initially, but he's no longer anymore.
Yeah, abortion. Yeah, 9-month abortion. That's okay.
The 9-month abortion, the 2A, the bad 2A takes. Yeah, cool. He's based about the jab. That's literally it. So he's not
basically
taking any votes.
he's the repository. Any Republicans that are supporting RFK Jr. basically are DeSantis core fans that are disgruntled at Trump for beating him, and they refuse. They sort of refuse to back him. And I've seen like Max Nordenthal and a couple of others.
I still don't think when the rubber meets the road that they're going to vote for him. I can't.
A few
I can't
of them
see
might.
that. Maybe,
but it's literally only a few thousand people. That's basically his that and independent voters that dislike Trump and Biden.
How come they're not showing how much? Oh, here, I was like, why are they not showing? So the Libertarian candidate's not even on here.
It shows you the relevance.
Yeah, I mean, where's Chase?
Yeah, can I buy in for like 0.25 cents?
I think Styxhexenhammer has a chance to make the list if we officially declare. Tim Scott's at one. I mean, I guess some of this
you run for the presidency with me as your running mate, and we'll probably be ahead of Ron DeSantis.
Yeah, I think that's a chance. Now, if you look at what's interesting here is the Electoral College margin numbers show
215.
GOP by now. I don't know how to read.
So, that's like the margin.
Yeah, so
because they're favoring by 65 to 1. Yeah, that'd be pretty appropriate.
How am I reading this? So basically, Dems. So
that would be for the top level of election for the presidency. What the Electoral College margin would be.
But so then this looks like they have it pretty even, right?
GOP advantage, but not a huge one. 35, 64, 65. Yeah, somewhere around there sounds right.
Because they have the biggest margin at like 11 and 12 cents at 35 to 104, and the GOP's at 14 and 12. So
so a slight GOP advantage.
So not much to see there. Have we seen?
I would agree with that, though.
Yeah, it's going to be close.
I agree with this too. I think
that hate this Sticks. No, this is a terrible news for me. I thought it would be closer.
We're going to be doing a video tomorrow morning about the Red Nevada movement because no GOP candidate has won Nevada since 2004, and I think it's going to go red this time. But Wisconsin, I think there's less than a 50-50 chance.
Why do you think because he won in 2016? Why am I just coping?
It's still fortified.
Okay.
I think of in Arizona too. I think of the state pickups. It would be Nevada would be the big one. Georgia and North Carolina aren't even really on the table.
Pennsylvania.
I think Pennsylvania likely. Michigan possibly. That's about 50-50. And then hi Kitty.
I hear a cat. Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's a really good chance of one of the 4 leaning states, the lean blue states, going red this time. So Virginia, Minnesota, New Hampshire, and Maine. I think that Trump gets at least one of those.
They got Georgia up by
probably right now it'd be Virginia, which gives him the election.
They have Georgia by a large margin. to Trump.
Oh, it's not even close. Same with North Carolina.
At least this particular. I didn't pull the what's the other one you use? Real Clear Politics.
RCP, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the main one that I use. Well, if you want to come up, come up.
Yeah, get on up there. Tim Scott dropping. Now they have JD Vance nipping at his, but now your guy, Doug Burgum. Oh, look at that little bean.
My guy. Burgum's not my guy.
I know he's not. Your girl is she's off the list. She's off the table long shot.
Ah, how sad.
But
why is Sarah Sanders on there?
I have no idea. And why is she outranking?
She's not being considered.
She's not even on his list. So some of this, I think, is,
these betting odds can be a little bit wonky.
Yeah. The only ones that
go back up for a second. Ben Carson, where's he? Ben Carson's being considered. He's not even on the list.
Well, they have him in the 15 more.
Oh.
No, they don't.
Okay, that list is bullshit then.
Yeah, so
they're considering people that aren't in consideration, and they're not considering people that are.
Well, and so
I will ignore predicted at this time.
As you correctly pointed out, Trump is a wild card with his VPs anyway. He could pick somebody that he could predict. I think it's 50% likely that he could just pick a complete unknown still now.
Mm-hmm. That's sort of what he did with Pence, because nobody knew who Pence was until he was, listed on the short list. And I didn't know who Mike Pence was.
I would argue too that if it's entirely possible he could take like a businessman. He could just take like some no-name milquetoast white guy who's in charge of some like conglomerate of corporations, who runs $500 million companies that nobody's ever heard of. And he'll be like, he's the best businessman I've ever known.
He's made billions of dollars.
Yeah.
Huge profits. He'll be profitable for the United States.
Yeah. Or he could take somebody that's like his prison bitch. If he goes in, he'd be like, Big Jim.
Bubba 24.
Yeah. Bubba protected me. I had to do some things. They weren't great. But Bubba was great.
He's 6'8", 300 pounds, pure muscle.
Yeah, just
a big old slamaconda, and he never did anything to me with it. But
yeah, just a
Bubba
hard
24.
piping black guy. It's possible. But I think, what is RCP even saying? Real Clear. Okay, Real Clear polling. Look at the RCP average.
I didn't check that this morning.
They have Trump ahead in Wisconsin by 0.1.
It's in my opinion, if it's that close, it's advantage Biden because ballot printers go burr. Yeah, in any state where they can go burr. So Nevada's off the table, I think. At this point, it's looking so red. Yeah, God, it's barely even a swing state. In Georgia, North Carolina,
according to their polling, he's up 5 points, down from. No, he went up even since the Fox News poll in June. Yeah, so if he's up 5, like you said, we have to word it, because we are still live on multiple platforms. But we'll say, I guess the go burr thing is probably if Biden is within 3 points, he's within the go burr. So unless Trump is up by 4 or 5, I wouldn't consider it to be one of those Look at this New York Times poll, up 13.
I think that Trump gets Georgia, North Carolina, Nevada.
Is that all he needs?
It gets him close. He can get any other state at that point.
So in North Carolina, there was an Eastern Carolina University that had Trump up 5 points. A lot of these have tightened. They did this one here. He was up 8, up 7. Now he's up 5.
Yeah, but it was only up +2 back in the middle of May.
That's true.
It's just a scatter shot. What we've got to look at is the aggregate. So that the aggregated number, the RCP average, is the only one that really matters.
So the aggregate is the 5-3 number, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's outside of the margin of error.
Georgia should be huge. It's up 5. So
Yeah.
you can't burr that away.
It's good. It's good enough.